Welcome to Steadfast Strength, the Mom Fitness Podcast. I'm Kelsey and I'm here with Alex.
Hi.
So today we're going to talk about training from a place of love and not lack. So what we were kind of talking about and thinking about when we were preparing for this podcast is something we see all the time, like women chasing results without asking why. Like, why does this matter to me? Why am I spending all this energy and time running after this? Sacrificing other priorities, compromising mental health in this pursuit of training, fitness, whatever the goal is in that realm.
It's a beautiful life.
Alex, give us a little catch up. Like, what season of life are you in right now? What are some things you're doing?
Yeah. So we just got back into the swing of things about a month ago. School started. So I kind of went from like having the summer where I'm open and I have all this time and I have all this like free space to like go. And it's just, I always forget like how hard of a transition it is, both like physically and mentally. Mentally because I'm just like exhausted all the time right now. And I mean, like even just the needs of the students at the beginning of the year are a lot. So I'm like exhausted after a day of that. And then my kids are trying to transition from like being with me all the time into now they're at daycare, or in this case, we started kindergarten for the first time. And so my kindergartner's just exhausted at the end of the day. So everybody's just exhausted and we're just trying to like figure that part of our lives out. I am currently, I'm saying I'm training. I probably should be training more than I am, but my husband and I are going to do a little like ultra marathon, a backyard ultra at the end of October. So I've just been trying to run more.
So like, what would you say is your motivation?
Well, I kind of like I was talking about earlier with my husband being like, well, nobody cares. Like, you know, like I'm like, and that's true. Like to the majority of people, we don't care if you get the best time that you've ever gotten, or like, but I don't know, like we've been having such a fun, like both of us have been having a lot of fun, like working towards these goals and kind of pushing our bodies to like do these hard things and showing our kids that like it's important to have a goal and to set for something and to kind of just go for it. So we've just been really enjoying that process and having fun, like finding these new adventures to go on and try and do these different things. So I think that's kind of our motivation, is to find joy in it, but then to like work for something and to have some goals to chase.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fun. Yeah.
So one thing I hear people say sometimes that really resonates with me is, you know, like falling in love with the process of training.
Yeah.
And like I do, I love to train. I love to move. I love the way I feel when I move. I love the way I feel.
Absolutely.
Like when I achieve a goal, I love being in nature.
And even when you don't achieve your goal, it's still like cool to go out and accomplish that. So like the one that I did, like I didn't get the time that I wanted, but it was still so fun. And we got a great family vacation out of it. And like, we just had fun doing it. And my kids got to see me like kind of disappointed, but excited to go to the next thing too.
Yeah. And like if you don't meet your goal, you get to model for your kids, like how to handle that, you know, and
to try again.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. And eventually we'll get there.
Yeah. I think, and yes, all of these
Yeah.
things. So there's so many things to love about training and the process and
Yeah.
like going cool places and spending time with your
Mhm.
family and all of those things. And I can think of a lot of times where I've been in a healthy place, started down the road of pursuing a goal or
Yeah.
something, and I've let old thought
Yeah.
patterns, old, maybe this is dramatic, but like traumas, whatever,
Mhm.
you know, experiences impact the lens through which I was training and kind of shift my motivation
Mhm.
along the way.
Yeah.
It's
Like to prove to other people that
yeah,
you can do it.
other people or myself. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's like kind of 5 common motivators that I thought maybe we could talk through. And so, yeah, the first one is proving yourself.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, sometimes I want to prove it to other people, you know, that I can do
Mhm.
things. But a lot of the time, like, I want to prove it to myself.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and I think about this in a lot of different ways. Like,
Mhm.
there's in the gym, I've done it with competitions,
Yeah.
like local competitions. Like, again,
Yeah.
what does it matter? Like,
Yeah.
like I'm not on the CrossFit stage
Yeah.
of, you know, like the CrossFit Games.
Yeah,
So like,
exactly.
it doesn't really, there's not a lot
What's
to
that?
lose.
What's that saying that you and Andy always have? Like, nobody cares, work harder.
Yeah, nobody cares, work harder. Yeah,
Like it's a good. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's a good motivation.
yeah. Like I love like working hard and
Mhm.
like proving to myself what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
But when it becomes like,
The only
like
thing
I'm
you-
gonna show them, you know, okay, pregnancy.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna really stay fit through my pregnancy.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back strong.
Yeah.
And when it's not about like the health of that,
Yeah.
my health of the health of me and my baby,
Yeah, exactly.
and it's about like I don't want people to think I got fat when I was pregnant,
Yeah.
or you know, like those are like
Yes.
unhealthy
Yeah.
things.
Or when you're trying to like prove it to other people and not just yourself. Like if you're trying to prove kind of what you were saying, like, oh, I'm in my pregnancy and I don't want to have people think that, oh, I got fat during pregnancy,
Yeah.
or oh, I like let go during pregnancy.
Yep. Or even like I think about in the gym environment, like I've been in gym environments that were very competitive before,
Yeah.
you know, and it was like the workout was a competition
Yeah.
when it didn't need to be.
Which is fun
It
sometimes.
is super fun
Yeah.
sometimes. But when it crosses the line into like,
Oh shoot, she's better than me.
yeah, or like
Yeah.
they're cheating, you know, or whatever, like maybe we're all just doing the best that we can, trying to get fitter.
Yeah.
And it's
exactly.
just a workout, it's not an actual competition.
Yeah.
And I do find that it's rooted for me in like childhood experiences.
Yeah.
Like the self-talk I gave to myself
Yeah.
growing up.
Like thinking about the soccer team you didn't make in freshman year, or like the gal that beat you out to put you on the JV cross country.
Yeah.
Like those
Show her. Now
Those
that
things
I'm
come
now
back.
that I'm in my upper 30s, let's want another chance.
Yeah.
But it does. It kind of becomes like a self-validating thing,
Yeah.
you know, or like if I can show them that I can handle this.
Yeah.
It's like rooted in you're making it bigger than it is.
Yeah. And that's like with like training for anything. It's like showing yourself that yes, it's hard, but you can do hard things. But then but taking a step back too and being like, okay, is this too much? Am I doing too much for myself and then also for my family? Like if I'm not leaving time for them either.
Yes.
It's kind of been a hard thing for me and my husband to kind of work out and figure out.
Yeah, because that is one of the things that I love about the gym is that you do like when you can prove it to yourself that you can handle hard things in the gym, that transfers.
Yeah.
You know, then you can
Yes.
handle things in life.
Mhm.
You know, like I catch the girls and I talking about that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
we can do hard things. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you worked on climbing the rope and now you can climb the
Mhm.
rope. You know, you worked
Yeah.
on a skin the cat and now you can skin the cat. Like, when
Yeah.
we work on things, we can accomplish it. So there is something to like proving it to yourself that you can do it. But it's like when it's tied to that self-worth or,
Yeah.
like the need to show other people,
Yeah.
because if you're not this, then it says something about you.
Yeah.
Like
Then you
that's
failed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's not sustainable. Why?
Right. Yes,
For training.
exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
it might get you through for a while, but
Mhm.
you know, there's that whole
But going back to like, what's your motivation behind what you're doing?
yeah, and there's that whole adage, you know, like motivation comes and goes, but it's like discipline and habits that keep you rooted.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so like with the mindset of like, I'm going to show them,
Mhm.
you know, like, okay,
Yeah.
that might be motivating for a little bit.
Mhm. Or
but-
like a race might be motivating for a little bit, or a CrossFit competition, or
Yeah.
whatever competition or thing that you're doing. But it's like the off season too is like another part of your why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one I see a lot, is people chasing perfection
Mm-hmm.
and, not from a healthy place.
Mm-hmm.
So, but from a place of control.
Yeah.
Like if I track everything, if I
Yeah.
do all these things, like
Then I'm
form,
going to be perfect, and I'm going to look perfect.
yep. And
Yeah.
then I'll feel good about myself, you know?
Yes.
And when I think about that, it's like, well, one, if all those things did happen, would you have peace?
Yeah.
Probably not. There would still be
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else, you know? And like you're talking about, what does it cost you to
Mhm.
try to get everything right?
Yeah.
To have perfect nutrition, to have perfect sleep, to get all the
Have
steps.
the perfect family. To
Yeah.
have the perfect routine.
Something like there's a cost
Mhm.
benefit
Yeah.
analysis that probably needs to take
Yeah.
place,
Like,
because
right now mine is probably my house.
Yeah.
The shape of my house. And laundry.
that's what's being sacrificed.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
know,
But but it comes and goes, and
Yeah.
it's kind of what's important to you. And
yeah. Yeah. So like one red flag there is like if you're trying to get everything right, but it's not leading to peace,
Yeah.
like,
sure.
okay, red flag, like I'm trying to control everything.
Mhm.
Two would be like, yeah, like if your mood is dependent upon like what your macros look like, or
Yeah.
you know, things like that, like
Your
it's a
perfection
yeah,
day.
yeah, like that's a red flag
Mhm.
that I see a lot of the time masquerading as discipline.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I track all my stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
why? Why do you track
Yeah.
every single little thing? Is it because you actually like want to look a certain way? Is it because of this
Mhm.
performance-based goal you have, or is it like a sense of control that it's giving you? And I'm not trying to hate on tracking because it's a very good tool to bring awareness to things. But again, it's
But
that why.
maintainable.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if it's maintainable, like if you can do it long term.
Yeah, and if it stresses you out, if you miss a day or something, then that might be like a
Red flag.
yeah, red flag. Like maybe you need to stop tracking for a little bit
Mhm.
and try a different
And
method.
find joy in it again. Like,
Yeah.
and find joy in the process again.
Yep, totally.
Mm-hmm.
I think about that with training.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like if I miss a day because like I do have piles of laundry, and I'm like, what is more important right now? Like, what is going to make me feel better, and what is going to bring me more joy? Like, is it going on a run and going to the gym, or is it cleaning up my house a little bit, or is it spending time with my kids, or is it going on a walk, or like going to the park? Like, what is it that's going to bring me joy that day? And if it's not the training and the working out, it's okay.
Yes.
And that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. You're not going to lose all your fitness
Mm-hmm.
because you chose your family.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the important thing,
Mhm.
you know? I think about it too from the perspective, like anytime I've trained for things and I have had time-based goals, I think this is an example, but when I'm training for like a running event, the way I structure my runs, there's like some zone 2 runs, there's threshold runs, there's sprint days.
Long runs.
Yeah. And then as a mom, you know, sometimes I'm distracted or
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I want to get this run done faster than,
Yeah.
You know,
that's a big problem of mine. Yeah.
Or I'm like stressed. So a good song hits and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. And all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I just missed the entire stimulus for this run. I
Mm-hmm.
totally blew it up. I was supposed to be going low and easy.
Yeah.
And then it's like it messes up how I'm thinking about my next day of
Yeah.
training. And I'm so worried about like getting it right and having the right rhythms of training
Yeah.
that like I totally miss the point and the joy of like, this is exercise, this is movement.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Or-
if I ran too hard and I need to take a rest day, like take the rest day.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it doesn't mean that I need to redo it the next day.
And I'm like did something different for like a time marathon that I wanted to get based on, and this one that I'm doing now, like I would stress myself out because like I'm like, well, I want to run, but I also feel like I need to be in the gym.
Yeah.
And then I also feel like I need a meal prep because I'm running so much and all I want to do is eat. And so it just like becomes a kind of an all-consuming thing sometimes. And so I think when it becomes that, that's kind of when you need to take a step back and be like, why are we doing this?
Yes.
What is our why?
yeah.
And that's been really hard for me too, because like, I think there's just so much to think about when you do these things. So it's like, what is your why?
Yeah. And if you're an athlete or, you know, if you're an athlete and you like to win, then it's like,
then it becomes really hard.
I want to do well. That's why. And
Yeah.
that's enough, you know, or it's
Mhm.
like, again, for some people, there's like a trauma response. Like it's tied into your worth. Like
Yeah.
if I don't do everything right, like then I'm not XYZ, you know?
Or if you like are training so hard and then you don't meet your goals, it's like, oh, I just wasted all that time.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
a hard one too.
Yeah. And I would say none of those things are true.
Yeah.
You know, if your why
Mm-hmm.
is like serving a bigger purpose, like if you're finding joy, so we'll get into like different whys in a little bit,
Okay.
but I started kind of talking a little bit about this, but like the performance-based identity, like I am what I achieve. So I think like as athletes, we fall into that a lot. Like if I know, like thinking back to that ultra I did
Yeah.
a couple years ago, like I was just unwilling to fail.
Yeah.
like I am gonna be an ultra marathoner. I'm going to
Yeah.
finish this and like
No
grit and
matter what.
yeah. And like there was some grit and determination in there that was maybe good too, but also like I'm using other unhealthy thoughts, like I don't want to tell people that I DNF'd this race, that I didn't finish it, you know, or I don't care if my calves are wrecked for the next 6 months. Like I'm finishing this race, you know.
Yeah.
But if you were thinking about your why,
Yeah.
like
And that's
it would
what's-
change the
and that's
perspective
what I'm
a little
worried
bit.
a little bit about this like ultra, and I'm gonna be like, no, I can go one more. I'll just keep going. And then I'm not gonna be able to walk for like 7 weeks. But
Yeah,
it's fine.
you know. But if that's sometimes things are worth it, sometimes they're
Yeah.
not. But like when we fall into the trap of like what I achieve is what I'm worth, like okay, red flag. Yeah. And I think it happens a lot in
Probably-
changing seasons.
and probably a lot with like the athletes that you coach. Like that's kind of their whole identity is their sport, and so it's probably, especially like a young girl, like if you miss a shot or you miss a serve or something, like that's going to be your whole day. Like that,
Yeah.
you're going to hang on that. So it's kind of similar.
Yeah, and your peers are watching you,
Yeah.
so that's hard too.
Yeah.
And like one thing I can remember about being an athlete is that I felt like I should be disappointed if I mess up, you know, and that sometimes that thought train prevented me from just moving on and making another great play.
Right.
But like I wanted people to know that I cared,
Yeah.
and I did care. And if I messed up, like, well, I'm not going to be happy, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like if I could have just moved past that mistake
Yeah.
and gotten my head right back in
and
the
it's
game.
kind of funny that we bring this up because my son had his like flag football game this morning and they got clobbered. Like they were like so like just goofy and unfocused, and it was just funny because my husband afterwards was like, we were like trying to like be nice about it, but like he's like usually like pretty like focused and tough, and he was just like doo-doo-doo, like the whole game. And
Your
we're
son.
like, and we're like sitting there like, do it, move. So we were just like, we were trying to like figure out how to like talk to him about it. And we're like, if you can give your best effort and like you are trying your best and you're having fun and you're working hard and like worrying about yourself and what you're doing, then we don't care if you're the best or the worst. Like, we just
Yeah.
want you to try your best.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I feel like, I mean, we're doing too.
Yeah,
Like, in our
absolutely.
training and in our life.
Yeah.
Just try your best.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like, yeah. Okay. That was a good point. Another one I see with especially women,
Mm-hmm.
even men too, though,
Yeah.
the body image
Yeah.
obsession.
Yes.
Like training because they want to look a different way
Mhm.
and thinking that if they looked that way, they'd be happier, more confident,
Yeah.
more lovable, more comfortable in their own skin.
Mhm.
That like they'd
That's
get
a hard one.
something
It's
that
really hard.
it's oh yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
okay.
Like, it's just real. That's a hard one for me because, like, I know we talk about a lot about like not looking at the scale, but
Yeah.
I do. Like, I look at
Yeah.
it probably every day, and I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh, okay. Like, it
Yeah.
kind of really does define like what I do that day, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I could probably run a couple extra miles, which is not a great mindset, but
Yeah. Yeah.
that's something that I've been like I've always like struggled with, I guess.
Yeah. I don't weigh myself.
Really.
Yeah.
That's probably
Every
good.
now and then I do, but mine's like for the opposite. Like if I'm spiraling
Mhm.
and I think that like I'm way out of whack,
Yeah.
I'll step on the scale just to be like, nope, you're right where you always are.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's
and that like brings me back to
Yeah.
like this thing. But I think that I've like with the scale, I've learned so much about like the way women's bodies
Yes.
fluctuate throughout the month
yeah.
that it's like if I was comparing like
That's true. Yeah.
different points of the cycle,
That's
like
true.
oh my gosh, or like a sodium salty meal, or
Mhm.
like if I go for a long run and I'm dehydrated,
Yeah.
I weigh less than
Yeah.
than when I'm hydrated, which isn't like a sign of fat loss. It's just I don't have as much water
And I
in my
don't
body.
pay, like I
Yeah.
should take that back a little bit. Like, I'm not super like, I need to run it off. I need to run it
yeah,
off.
yeah,
But it helps keep me like, be like, okay, I know that I need to like take it easy a little bit,
Yeah.
or maybe track a couple days and just
Kind of realign.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think like for someone like you probably already know.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
100%.
like,
I'm like, I've been really bad.
Yeah.
Like eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I've let myself say yes to a lot of sweets
Mhm.
lately, or
Yeah.
a lot of meals out. And then you step on the scale to see like, is it really catching up to me or
Yeah.
not? And you're like, oh yeah, okay, it
Yeah.
is. And you know, the other thing with that is like fat loss and fat gain does not happen in a day.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like
and-
people think they're getting away with it, and then 2 weeks later it's like,
Yeah.
oh, ta-dam,
Or
there's your
especially
weight.
over the summer when I can get to the gym more, I have so much more muscle. And
Yeah.
then another thing too, like when I'm running so much, like I feel like I just am so hungry all the time. So I just eat and eat and eat, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
like I think it is helpful to like kind of for myself to be like, I need to take a step back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't think I obsess over it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's becoming like something that is a negative
Why or-
motivation
yeah.
for me.
Yeah. But for a lot of people it is.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that's what gets them in the gym to
Mhm.
start with.
Yeah. And that's
Which is fine.
right, yeah,
You
that's
know,
fine.
and there are I mean like some people do need to lose
Mhm.
fat in order to be healthier.
Yeah.
Like there's some truth to that,
Mhm.
you know. And that could be a motivating factor. But I think that again, it's like when you're trying to seek your peace, your confidence
Yeah.
in looking a certain way, that
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well, that's gonna be a why that's harder.
Yeah.
Because
You're always going to want more.
you always want more. Like, you know, like, yeah, I look back on some of the most fit times of my life
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, I didn't think I looked that great then,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And it's like, yeah,
Or-
so
especially with social media, like you're always comparing. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, I am feeling the best that I've ever felt, but then you like can keep looking and be like, oh, but I don't look like that. So.
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, like the mind is so crazy. And
Mhm.
I've probably talked about this before, you know, but I do kind of hate on the scale a little bit because it lies so much to people. It doesn't tell
Sure.
the full story. So then for a while I was like, let's take progress pictures, you know,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then it's like, I mean, those can be manipulated too.
Mhm.
Again, like you're going to be bloated at certain times of
Yeah.
the month. Like the lighting, you know, I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, if I'm dehydrated,
Or even the type of
and
like
tan.
things you're wearing, like can
Yeah.
make a difference.
yeah. So, you know, there's all these different tricks we can play
Mhm.
to make us feel better about how we look,
Yeah.
but like what's actually in your heart?
Yeah.
You know, like regardless of where you're at, like are you content? Are
Mhm.
you peaceful? And again, like if your why is bigger than
Mhm.
body image, like the byproduct of being healthy is often like you look fit, you are
Yeah.
fit, all these things.
And you can be proud of yourself for
Yeah.
it. And you can like
and
enjoy.
and you might
Yeah,
be more confident and stuff, but again, like the why, like if that's
Mhm.
the why you're chasing, it can be very exhausting.
Yeah.
And it can steal a lot of the joy.
Mhm.
Or like, yeah, when training becomes punishment, like,
Mhm. Yeah.
oh, I gotta go run because I ate this, or
Yeah.
I've been really bad. So, you know, like those
Uh-huh.
kinds of,
Or I'm not gonna get what I want because I didn't run. So
yeah,
and so.
yeah. Like that's when I notice, yeah, like people training out of like desperation,
Yeah.
kind of like they want to just sweat hard and go hard,
Mhm.
and maybe not stick to the program.
Yeah.
You know, or they're looking at the calories that they burned on their watch because they're equating that to
Mhm.
different things that they've eaten, not taking into account, again, like the strength training
Yeah.
metabolic burn, or like the metabolic burn of just like lifestyle and
Yeah.
the
Or
rest and recovery that you
benefits
need.
of rest and the benefits of like your slow long runs that you don't want to do because
Yeah.
they're slow and long,
Yeah, and they don't feel as
draining. And
Yeah.
like you did something.
yeah, like it's fun to have like that hard workout that puts you on your back and
Yeah.
you're like, wow, that was a good one, you know.
Mhm.
But it's like,
Yeah.
that's not always the most productive. And when you're, yeah, like trying to punish yourself for calories that you
Mhm.
ate or whatever, I'd say
Yeah.
that's a red flag
Yeah.
in motivation.
I'm gonna check that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're still
We're good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Coolio. Okay, the last one I have down is one that speaks to me. Actually, all of these probably speak to me, and maybe that's why we're talking about them, but is like fear and guilt.
Yeah.
So like if I stop, I'll slide backward. If I rest, I won't get better,
Mhm.
or I'm weak.
Yeah.
If I eat that, then I'm failing.
Mhm.
And then the things that come, so there's that fear that
Yeah.
if you whatever, you'll completely fall apart.
Mhm.
Or guilt, once you've done it, like now I've ruined everything,
Yeah.
and then people fall off.
Mhm.
You know, where if you
It's like hard to get back to that place that you were already at.
Yeah. And I get that way, like and Val and I were kind of talking about this with sleep. Like the discipline of getting up at 4:45, like sometimes when I'm super tired and I sleep and rest, like wow, that feels really good to get a lot of sleep. And it makes a difference in like my hunger signals, my anxiety, like that sleep makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
But I get scared that if I like that feeling, that then I won't get up and work out.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
So
you
it's a
know,
hard balance.
yeah, it's super hard, especially when you have lots of responsibilities,
Yeah.
like a job and kids and
Mhm. And yeah, we were saying like talking about that too with like making time for other things in your house that might give you peace too. So like sleep would be one. So
yeah,
most of the time, like if I do want to get a run like without my kids, I wait for them to go to bed and then I go.
Mhm.
Every once in a while, like they'll stay with Michael and like he'll watch them while I go, but then I always feel like, oh, I gotta be back. So I like
Yeah.
going after they go to sleep because
Okay, yeah.
the mornings are so unpredictable. Like sometimes my daughter is up and sometimes she's sleeping. So like I don't like to rely on the mornings because if she's up, I can't go. Like because Michael's got to get ready for work and all of those variables. So I know that she'll fall asleep sometimes at like the time, and so I'll go after. But then sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I do need a break. Like maybe I do need to just sleep or hang out with my husband or like some of those things that are important too.
And you know, I think that's when like if you have a coach or like a coach can help
Yeah.
Like if you're like stuck in your head about things, like,
Mhm.
am I doing enough? Am I not doing enough? Am
Yeah.
I, a coach can like speak into that a little bit and be like, it's okay
Mhm.
to rest.
Yeah.
Like make sure you rest this day.
Have
Or
people checking in on you.
yeah. Or even, like a little log that you keep. Maybe it's on your iPhone in your notes, like
Mhm.
tracking your sleep, tracking your energy, tracking your mood. Because if you notice like, okay, all this week I've gotten 5 to 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not great.
It's not good getting up to train.
Yeah.
You might need to like take another rest day. You might need more rest.
Mhm.
Same thing like when you feel sickness coming on, like some kinds of sickness, like gentle movement through it is great. Sometimes like the sleep is more valuable to give yourself an opportunity to recover. Another thing I think about with that is like, if your why is to be like healthy and strong for your family and stuff like that, like if your why is rooted in something that's meaningful, then like that kind of removes some of the fear, because it's more of like your value system over here that keeps you going. So like, yeah, if you take a rest day,
you're showing yourself and your family that like it's important to take time for you and like listen to your body and listen to your mental health, and that you need that, and it's not like it's not so strict,
and like you're loving yourself in that, like you're giving your body what it needs in there. Exactly. You're not like training from a place of like, I have to strive to achieve this goal. You're like, no, this is what's needed right now, and I love health and I love my family and my body. So like I'm gonna rest for that today so that I can train tomorrow, so that I can be present with my kids today, so that
Yeah, and I guess the tricky part of that is like, okay, now you took 3 days in a row of rest, like, and now it feels good, but then it doesn't feel good anymore, and I think that's probably a good balance of it. Like if you are sick and you do have to take 2 days and you're just like craving that movement again, and so that's probably a good thing.
That's a good thing.
That's where it is like healthy.
Yeah, and where that it's like more of your lifestyle now.
Yes.
Than just like something that you're chasing for a specific outcome. So yeah, if you're listening and you're thinking, wow, I really am someone who like cycles in and out, where like I do something really hard and then I crash again. I do something really hard and then I fall off again. Yeah. Like that in and of itself is probably a red flag, and like something to dig into a little bit deeper of like, why do you do those things? Yeah. Because my guess would be it's to fulfill one of these motivators. Like either you do an 8-week hard challenge because you want to achieve a certain body image, or you do
you
like
win something.
Want to, or you sign up for some crazy competition because you want to achieve something,
or you want to post it on
Facebook. Show people, and again, like sometimes those things like help propel us into habits and lifestyles that are good. Like sometimes like having a race on the calendar, it's like I want to get in the habit of running. But again, the why is because like I know this is important for my cardiovascular health, or I know that,
or it's because it's fun. Like it's
I like
I
doing
love
it.
it.
And I need to get back into it, so I'm gonna do
joy.
it. So I think having something to like push you into it can totally be a good thing if it's for like longer lasting reasons. Okay, so how do you know if you're training from a place of lack?
When I think kind of all of the things that we've said, when it becomes like your only focus, like when you're not thinking about the bigger picture and like what is bringing you joy and what is making you like excited, then I think that it kind of becomes like, for example, like signing up for a race, like if it's giving you more stress than it is like excitement and like gearing up for it, and that's probably a good indicator. Yeah,
if the goal is an idol. Like it might
or
be.
If it's a physique goal, like I think there's good goals and bad goals.
Like if you're afraid of rest, You know, if you're afraid of those things or if you're feeling guilty about things, I'd say that that's like something to lean into. If you're doing something for other people to see the results.
Yeah.
So like if you ask yourself the question, would I do this if no one saw the outcome? And the answer is no, I don't, you know, like, then like, why are you doing it? You know? If you feel like you're chasing something that is unattainable, like that might be a clue that you're training from a place of lack. And I would say exactly what you said. Training from that place is anxiety inducing.
Yes.
There's pressure, there's all or nothing, black and white mindsets, there's desperation. It's like, I have to do this or else, you know, like it becomes tied up into your identity. You're sacrificing other things.
Yeah, I think that sacrificing other things is a big one. Like if it's all time consuming and you have no time for anything else that might, like family or like just life in general, like I think that's probably a good indicator of like, okay, maybe take a step back and reevaluate.
So when you're training from a place of love, like a love for training, a love for yourself, a love of life, a place of gratitude, like what does that feel like?
It just, I don't know. It just like when I talk about it, it brings me so much joy to like be able to say that, like I am training because I love it and because like I love my family to be involved with me, and I love being able to have Mason, like my son went on a 10-mile bike ride the other day with my husband, or like he'll go on, I'll run and he'll bike by me, and it's just like been really fun for our family too. So it really has just been a really good experience for us, and like I think that's probably why I keep doing it.
That's good. I feel very joyful when I'm training from a place of love. I feel not very concerned with the outcomes or the times or the weights that I'm lifting and those things, but it's like I'm loving the moment. I feel calm. I feel peaceful. I don't feel like I'm striving. I don't feel burnt out. I feel excited to train.
And like, so for example, like last week I like missed my Saturday gym, and I was like, it's okay. And then I got back this week and like, I just needed this so bad. So just kind of when it is like your joy, and it kind of gives you a fresh breath of fresh air instead of stress you out.
And I hear people talk about like they hate training. Like they don't like it. And I'm curious about that, and maybe I'll have to bring someone on to talk about it. Because I don't know. I love to train, but I love to feel good. I love to move.
I mean, there's days where it sucks and you don't want to be here, but like overall, like this morning, like I was like, I just needed this place, and I needed the gym, and I just needed to be here. And
or like after I have this baby, like there's gonna be some slow rolling, and there's gonna be some
that's gonna kill you
discouraging times, you know, like where I'm gonna want to run and something's gonna hurt, or you know. And I think it's the same when you're not in shape and you're trying to get back into shape. I mean, just from life too. Like if you're overweight and you run, like things hurt, you know. So there's that painful time period too, where it's just...
But I don't know, we've talked to like other people who have like come here, and it does hurt for the first couple days, but then like once they keep coming and keep moving their bodies, then it starts to become like, oh hey, I couldn't do this 2 months ago, and now I'm here. And so then they start to find the joy, and they start to like find their why a little bit. Sometimes you don't start with it, you find it as you go. For sure. Okay, so shifting from training from a place of lack, some of these negative motivators, to a place of love, falling in love with the process, learning to value yourself. I would say like taking inventory of your why. Like, why does what I'm doing matter? And like some people like sit down with a friend and talk about it. Some people can sit and think about it. Some people need to journal about it. But I would say like being honest with yourself
and naming it. Like if it is like, gosh, I really care about what I look like.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like dig into that a little bit, right? So like you name that, but it's like, okay, why do I care about that?
Is it for yourself or other people?
Yeah.
Is it
Like,
because you want to feel better, or is it
yeah.
like kind of
Yeah.
feeling better, I guess, kind of goes with looking better.
Yeah. But if it is like, if that is the answer, like I want to look a certain way, okay, that's what you're saying your why is. So why do you want to look a certain way? Is it because you think that will, I need to look a certain way in order to what? Fit in order to be loved, in order to
right,
like feel good about myself. There's usually like a different truth to that, right? Like, no, you're valuable because God made you, or like your husband, like your husband loves you because of these things, you know, like you'll feel more confident if you're healthy, not if you just look a certain way,
like,
you know.
It kind of like look good, feel good.
Like,
you're gonna feel good, and that might make you look a little bit better.
Yeah.
But like it's the
health,
the all around feeling too.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, because there's a lot of ways to lose weight and look a certain way, and not all of them are healthy.
Yeah, very true.
So, you know, thinking about that, rooting it in truth, and then like building habits from identity, not shame. So an example of that is like you train because you are strong, like, or you train because you are worth it, not to become worthy, you know, or not to become something. Like I want to take care of my body because I feel grateful for it, you know? So like more from a place of gratitude, not a place of like, I don't like who I am and I want to become something different.
Just to grow.
To grow. So how do you stay in love with training?
I think like what we talked about before, like if there's ever a time where I take a week off, like it just doesn't feel right. Like, and I don't know how I guess we got to this point. We got here because we like kept building and building and building, and it's like, but if I take a week off, it just like, it just doesn't feel good, and I like don't feel like myself. And so when I like are falling in love with running, falling in love with coming to the gym and training, like it just makes me feel like myself. And like I feel like a better mom, and I feel like a better teacher, and I feel like a better wife when I have this, and then I have this time, and it just brings me a lot of joy. And like I don't like going without it. Like if I can't get it in that day or that week or something, it really does. It like brings me more joy than it is like time consuming or hurtful. So
that's really good. A couple things like I have jotted down here, like you can love training without it owning you. You can enjoy progress without idolizing the outcomes. Like it can be fun to achieve new things without it again owning you or like becoming the end all be all. You can chase strength, you can become stronger, or become a better endurance athlete, or have body composition goals, and you can be doing that from a place of freedom, not like trying to earn your worth and things like that.
And enjoying the process.
Yeah.
Like having to have it.
Yeah. So I think like what you're saying, like finding the joy, like that might mean like choosing goals that align with the season. You know, like a backyard ultra is like a more attainable goal right now because it's not a speed goal for you, you know?
Or in, oh gosh, I had something in my head now. I can't think of it.
So sorry.
Nope, it's okay.
When it comes back, let me know.
Okay.
But like, you know, like when your kids are busy with certain things, like that might not be the season. Or if your husband's busy at work or traveling all the time, like you can't be training for certain things. So you might have to train for something different.
And like, so like this season of life, I mean, now this like in the fall where like we're just trying to figure out our routine again. it's kind of killed me, but I haven't been able to be in the gym as much as I like. So I've like been using my home gym, and that's just as good. Or like I don't necessarily get the workouts that I need or that I really want, but like I get something in and it's still feeling good. So like just changing from the summer to the school year to the fall, and then the winter even gets crazier because then we're like coaching and wrestling, and it's cold, so it's harder to get outside. But just finding still finding the joy in the busyness of life is kind of where I was going with that.
Yeah, 100%. Like when it's nice out and there's time to run, like I love to run.
Yeah.
When I have this baby and it's winter time, like I'm going to be cycling more because that's like easier to do.
Changing what you have to do in order to like fill the joy, because like I said, like when we do get so busy and I'm not able to do as much as I normally like to, or like nothing at all, like it just kills me. So so that's more like like a negative, because I'm like, I just have to go. I have to do something, otherwise it doesn't feel like myself.
I think another way to make this like real is to celebrate like your strength, your energy, the things that you can do, versus just like your scale or your size or your achievements. I think like resting without guilt. You know, like when you need to rest. And when it's getting to be that you've rested a few too many days, then get to moving. You know?
And that's not like, I'm not saying I never rest. Like I do.
I
do, probably.
And you have to, because otherwise you can't train well. So I think like when you start to adapt and like own these thoughts and these truths, like you start to create longevity and joy in fitness, and it's not like a roller coaster or a chore.
And it's actually like exciting to me to like get older. I don't know, like especially with like the running and the running, especially like you see these people that are 50 and 60 that are still doing this, and you're like, that's what I want.
And
like,
they're getting better.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're still just not even at the peak of where we can be. So that's kind of exciting to like, to think about too. It's like, it doesn't, just because we're not in our 20s anymore, doesn't mean like we're done with the training. Like we can still train and we can still have goals and keep working towards things.
And that makes me think of like flipping the mindset about like motherhood too. Like motherhood is a gift too, you know? And sometimes I am tempted to think like, oh, this is messing with my training goals, being pregnant or whatever. But you know, like I'm developing like a different type of grit, and
seriously,
you know,
you can do you can do pregnancy and motherhood, you can do things too.
You know, and that's also like another, we bash on social media for all the comparison stuff, but there's also like some really great inspirational stuff and like to see what's possible, like to see that people are getting better in their 50s and 60s, to see that moms are coming out of seasons of like childbirth and then like able to you know, like it's not a comparison thing.
It's just like, okay, she can do it, I can do it too.
Like this is something that I'm gonna give myself grace for this season, and it doesn't mean that I'm gonna like prove myself through it, but I'm gonna move through it, and I'm gonna appreciate it, knowing that there's greatness in it and on the other side of it.
And then to show your girls and to show your kids that too, like that even though like you can go through ups and downs and like seasons of life, like you can still fight and you can still like enjoy the process.
So like with
whatever they're doing.
And for me, like right now being in the 3rd trimester, like training looks a lot different. You know, it's not how I love to train, but it's like I move because I know it's good for me. I know it's good for my body. I know it helps my mind.
And like it's like a piece, like it's something that you love to do. So,
but the intensity, the frequency, the movements are so much different right now in this season than they are in other seasons, and so that's what's making it sustainable for me is adjusting.
And I mean, and obviously, like not everybody can just go get pregnant and to like find like what your joy, like why you do what you do, because like you said, like you could easily not do anything. Like you could be like, I'm pregnant, I'm not doing anything, but you love it, and it's like that's part of your motivation is like you enjoy it, and it's like something that brings you happiness.
Yeah. And I think about that with like stressful work seasons too, you know, like some people like you right now, or like I think about Andy and how crazy his work schedule can be. Like it's not
like when I have a hard day in the classroom, I'm like, I just gotta go run it out. Like I gotta go lift something heavy and run it out.
Yeah. Like
feel better.
It's your piece. It's like a life-giving time moment from you. It's not like you're training out of fear. Like, now I also have to go run because you know.
Some days it's like that.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's like I'm out there just breathing. Even if it's like with Emery in the stroller and Mason on his bike, I'm like, I just needed this. Like I just needed to move and to
be outside,
smell the air.
Yeah. It's a multi-dimensional thing, but finding a way for your journey to be joyful and sustainable, I think, is really important.
Yeah,
really important. Okay, any last words of wisdom or advice? Or
you can do hard things.
You can do hard things, and you can do them from a sustainable place.
In a place of joy.
In a place of joy, yeah. So, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Comment, like, share, help spread the word. We have programs live to be signed up for now. So if you're like, I want to start in a sustainable place, come on board. Yeah, go find what you love. Yep. All right. Have a good one. Yeah.